Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out with Craig Spider Richards, soon to be competing for the vacant British light heavyweight title, of course, but that's next year. You're going to be taking a fight Thursday night, Chad Sugden, I believe. Originally this was going to be you and Shakan Pitters for the vacant British belt. For one reason or another, that didn't happen. How much notice have you had for a new opponent in this one?
Not too much, but it's all part and parcel of the game. You got to learn sometimes to adapt. I've had fights like that before where I've had to just go in there, work out and adapt. I've had a preview look at him. I look back at some of the posts. I think he might have actually mentioned me to call me out a few months ago even. So
it looks like you've been running scared for a few months.
Yeah, so I've got another one. It feels like I'm at the stage now where I got like a lot of the light heavyweights calling my name. So it's all just about staying focused, staying professional, and taking one at a time really.
Have you been able to do much research on him, and if so, what did you make of him?
Yeah, I've done a bit of research on him. Yeah, he's a decent fighter, he's a good fighter, 11-1, he took his loss about 4 years ago. He's been on a good winning streak, so I ain't going to take him lightly and full focus on him for Thursday.
And before we move on to what could potentially happen next year for you, did you happen to watch the MTK Golden Contract at the weekend?
Yeah, of course I did. Yeah, of course. I was going to go down there, but, I've been in camp, so I just thought I'd just sit at home and watch it on the big screen.
Who kind of impressed you the most? Who stood out for you in the quarterfinals?
There was the one guy at the end, the one who got Wardy out. I thought he was...
Bolotniks,
yeah, he was quite decent. I've never seen him before. Can't take much of it, but the one round that we did see of him, it looked good.
What did you make of Burt and Ajisaf? It's kind of mirror images of each other, but one was just a bit fresher and sharper.
Yeah, Bob just didn't adapt, did he? He just kept moving off to the same way, getting caught with the same shot, and he just obviously maybe the ring rust of him didn't allow him to adapt and change his game plan, and just Burton kept doing the same thing to him, and he kept falling for the same trick. So, yeah.
Old rival of yours, Andre Sterling, was obviously on there, came up short, unfortunately. What did you make of that? Did you think there's more he could have done? Could he have adapted a bit better?
Oh yeah, I feel like Conrad done his research. He realised that Andre's going to come in here just to spoil and mess up his work, and Conrad was prepared for it. He didn't get frustrated, he stuck to his boxing, and he done what he needed to do.
Now looking further ahead, you are going to be fighting for that vacant British title early next year, Shakan Pitters. How excited are you? Although you're with Matchroom, it's not on a Matchroom show, but it is going to be on terrestrial TV on Channel 5. That must be quite exciting.
Yeah, it'll be a new mission for me. It'll be a new task. But I've always boxed only on Matchroom shows. First time out of a Matchroom show, but as I say, this Thursday we've got to focus on another show here, and then we'll look and I'll start entertaining and looking into that one and getting prepared for that after Thursday night.
Regardless of the opponent and what's at stake, does it excite you that you're going to be on free TV, that it will be open to millions to watch? I mean, I think the last Channel 5 show got a peak of nearly 2 million.
Yeah, it is. It's a new venture, it's a new audience. So I've got to go out there and just make sure that I put a good performance on and draw the new audience to maybe bring them back with me. So it's all about just, taking each step at a time, all new experiences, and I'm looking forward to it. And, this is what part of boxing is, we thrive off this sort of stuff, so I'm just looking forward to it. I'm excited for the year ahead. A couple months ago I didn't have no fights lined up and I was banging on. I've been mandatory for the British title 6 months now. So now I had no fights, now I've got a couple lined up and I'm still seeing more people calling my name, so it seems like I have a busy year.
And just to take you a stage further, even though you don't like to look too far ahead, do you think it's a natural contest for the winner of the Golden Contract to go up against the British champion when that's all said and done?
Possibly. That could be a possibility as well, You got these guys coming through, you got people fighting final eliminates, you got people winning titles. Below, I feel like everyone's literally all eyes on the British right now. Now, I'm next in line for that. God willing, I go and win that. And then we'll see who's after me next.
You could be set to make a fair amount of money at British level, as it looks.
100%. It looks like there's fights out there for everyone. I think we're thriving at boxing right now. I think this is the stage where before you'd have 3 prospects in Britain and maybe in a weight max, and then after they've kind of built up and got to a certain level, they will mix it. But right now, if you look at our level from Southern area to English level to eliminator levels to intercontinental titles to British, it's thriving. There's fights for everyone. There's people who's losing fights, they've got fights ready for them. People winning fights, they've got fights ready for them. So this is the best time for British boxing in a very long time, for my weight especially. So
secure the Lonsdale belt for keeps, and then by then maybe Buatsi will have a world title and it all falls into place.
Bob's your uncle, It's all about securing and, keep moving forward. That's what I know everyone's moving forward and looking at me, but also I've got to keep looking forward and seeing what's best in my career as well. And obviously the end goal is always to get the world title. So I've just got to keep taking the boys out and keep moving forward.
Brilliant. Well, we wish you the very best on Thursday night, and going forward, have a good Christmas as well, of course.
You as well,
brilliant. Cheers.